Shanna here. Welcome back to my channel all about finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmunity. I am so glad to have you here. So today I am showing you my AIP Paleo gluten-free grocery haul from Whole Foods. So we are under shelter in place and so we aren't going to the grocery store that often. I have never had such an appreciation for fresh fruits and vegetables in my life. Never again will I take them for granted. Just thought I'd pop on here and show you what I got today at Whole Foods for my family. I'm modified AIP, personalized AIP, autoimmune protocols. My kids are both gluten-free, my daughter closer to a paleo template. I'll go ahead and start with the AIP foods, and then I'll go ahead and show you the paleo and gluten-free foods I bought too. First of all, I just have to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you who are out there on the front lines, keeping our grocery stores open, our stores, everything, all of the essentials open so that we have access to fresh food. So a disclaimer first, we usually do not buy all of this at Whole Foods. We usually, when we're not under shelter in place, we usually shop at Costco and buy a lot of this stuff at Costco. And then we just like supplement from, we have like a local Walmart and a local Whole Foods. With that said, our Costco is not close by to us, and it is crazy right now. So we just are doing one shopping trip and we're doing Whole Foods. This is not typical, this is just our shelter in place Whole Foods haul. So first of all, meat. We get most of our meat at Butcher Box. With that said, I do like to get ground turkey at Whole Foods. I've been craving shrimp, so we got some wild caught shrimp. As far as veggies and fruit, I'm just gonna kind of speed through this. I got an organic spring mix for salad. Got some organic baby spinach. I love to throw this in smoothies to saute it. Some broccolini. I love to oven roast this. Some broccoli. We either steam this or we oven roast it, or if you're doing like a chicken, like AIP chicken teriyaki bowls, you can just kind of cook it in a pan for a few minutes with your other veggies. Some Brussels sprouts. I love to cut these up and oven roast them with a little bit of a healthy oil and some of my favorite seasonings. Cauliflower. We love to make like a cauliflower mash with like AIP Swedish meatballs, or our favorite AIP pulled pork recipe is great on top of cauliflower mash, or we steam it, or we oven roast it. And then I also got a purple cauliflower. So the goal of the autoimmune protocol, the AIP, is to flood the body with nutrients, right? Our body and our body processes require a wide variety of nutrients and minerals. Not only do I like to get a variety of fruits and vegetables, I like to get a variety of colors too. So as I show you what I got, you'll see that I like to get not only sweet potatoes or not only cauliflower or not only onions, but a variety of colors of those two for a variety of nutrients. Speaking of sweet potatoes, I love sweet potatoes. I have purple ones. The purple ones I use mainly in AIP hashes. I don't like them baked as well. White sweet potatoes, I love, love, love white sweet potatoes either baked or mashed. So I boil them and then I mash them in the food processor with like some coconut milk or coconut cream. Red sweet potatoes, my husband loves baked red sweet potatoes. So if you have leftover baked sweet potatoes, you can actually slice them and then like pan fry them in some oil and put some cinnamon on them, and they're really, really good. My kids love those too. And then we have some asparagus. I just oven roast that. We have some squash and zucchini. So I love squash and zucchini for soups. I love them for hashes. I love to just like saute them in a pan for like a quick side dish. I love to throw them in the oven in a healthy oil, some seasonings for an easy side. And then I got a butternut squash. This will stay on our counter for a while since it will last longer. Our family loves to make what we call orange medley. So we chop up some sweet potato, usually red, but you could use white or purple. Chop up some butternut squash, and then we chop up some carrots. And then we mix the sweet potato and the butternut squash and the carrots on like a sheet pan in a healthy oil, put some pink salt and some garlic, oven roast it for like 40 minutes. Every 20 minutes you can like stir it, maybe a little bit longer if you want it like crispier, but it's such a great side dish and it's great for leftovers too. And then I got some black plums, and I got a watermelon, apples, some pink lady apples, and some Granny Smith apples. I love the pink lady. My family loves the Granny Smith. We put some in the fridge because I like them cold, some on the counter because they like them room temperature. Some rainbow carrots. I got a couple bags of these. Some rosemary. I love, love, love fresh herbs. It is on my to-do list to plant some fresh herbs so I can just like go outside and grab whatever herbs I want to cook with that night. I don't have a green thumb at all, so wish me luck on that. Got some peeled garlic just to take like a shortcut and make cooking dinners a little bit quicker. I got some cauliflower rice. You can buy cauliflower rice already frozen too. I prefer fresh in a lot of recipes. If I love to throw this in like spaghetti sauce for my family too, and it just makes like the spaghetti sauce go like farther, and they're getting veggies in their spaghetti too. I love to throw like mushrooms and onions in there too. Like the fresh, when I make like a baked sweet potato. I saute the cauliflower rice in a healthy oil, put that on top, and then I cook my ground turkey, and I put the ground turkey on top. So I call it like a stuffed sweet potato. So it just has like a sweet potato, cauliflower rice, the ground turkey, and then I like to season it with like some cinnamon and pink salt, but you could use any seasonings. You could do like some garlic. Quick and easy AIP meal that I love. It's like comfort food for me. And then I got a couple bags of avocado. So I love to just slice it and just serve it as like a side. Like some of our meals, I love to add it to salads. I love to add it to smoothies to get some healthy fat. And healthy fats are so important. They play so many important roles in the body. Got some bananas. These we will not eat before they all go bad. I bought extra so that I peel some, throw them in like a glass like Snapware, and throw them in the freezer for smoothies. And then oranges, I'm not sure what kind these are, but we have been digging them. They are so good. So I bought a whole bunch of these. Obviously vitamin C is really important right now too. And then I got some onions. I got red onions, sweet onions, and yellow onions. Sweet onions are my favorite. As you can tell, we use onions a lot. I love to put them in pretty much anything. I love to caramelize them and put them on top of like a grass-fed beef patty. When I caramelize my onions for my burger, I love to throw in some mushrooms too. Speaking of mushrooms, we got some white mushrooms and some baby bella mushrooms. I bought a few of these. We use mushrooms in almost everything too, and they're like a superfood. And then I bought some organic trimmed green beans. Heads up, this is an AIP stage 1 re-intro. And then I got a pineapple. We will save this for like later in the week, and then we'll cut it. And then I also got some small red potatoes. These are not AIP. Red potatoes are nightshade. Family loves these. Like cut up, oven roasted in like a healthy oil with some fresh rosemary. So that's all of the fresh veggies and fruit I got. At Whole Foods, I got a few bags of their tropical fruit medley. We use this in smoothies with some coconut water. In fact, I bought some coconut water too. Let me grab it. This is the kind of coconut water that we buy at Whole Foods for smoothies. It just mix these two. We throw a banana in sometimes, some collagen peptides. You can throw some spinach in. You can make extra and throw them in like popsicle molds for like healthy popsicles. I did also buy some popsicles for my family. These are AIP. These are not AIP. It's a pretty good option for popsicles. They are good pop, strawberry, real wholesome and clean ingredients. Am I happy with all of the ingredients? No, but it's a good option just to have on hand for my kids and my husband. Again, not AIP. Also, my kids love Nemrow. It is a non-dairy frozen dessert. It is gluten-free, so even though this is their cookies and cream flavor, it is gluten-free, not AIP. I'm not sure if it's paleo, I haven't checked. They have a mint and chip flavor that they love and a cookies and cream flavor that they love. And then I also saw they have a new flavor that I hadn't seen, marshmallow stardust, so I got them that to try. Just to kind of have like a treat on hand because we're stuck in the house for weeks on end and it's nice to have a treat. Also, I found this today that I hadn't seen. It's called Hakuna Banana, and it is banana-based, non-dairy frozen dessert. So this flavor is choco chip. I thought this would be a good option for them to try. It's got like bananas is the first ingredient in it. It's got cocoa powder, it's got coconut milk, it's got dates. So anyway, they haven't tried it yet, so we'll see, but I thought that was kind of fun. Also, since we're not eating out at all and we haven't since we've been under shelter in place for like a lot of weeks, we're doing like pizza night once every week or two. So they love these pizzas from Whole Foods, Capello's. They're grain-free, gluten-free, and not AIP and not cheap. But again, it's like instead of eating out every week or two, this is what we're doing to get a night off of cooking. And when they eat these, I'll either make like an AIP pizza for me. There's a recipe in the Healing Kitchen for one that's really good. It's like the Hawaiian pineapple one. Or you could just make that crust and then put other toppings on it. Like I like caramelized onions on it, some olive oil, some garlic, some spinach. Really, really good. I'll either make me an AIP pizza when they're having these, or I'll just have like AIP leftovers. And I got some pure pineapple juice. This is just organic pineapple juice. I mentioned this last week in my fridge video. I got some seasonings that I was out of, just some onion and some parsley and some garlic. I got some almond milk for my family, not AIP. I got a couple things of eggs. So eggs are a re-intro. Just a heads up, if you rinse your eggs, make sure you do the egg yolk separately from the egg whites. I tolerated egg yolks before I tolerated egg whites. And now for some of the packaged food I bought. I buy mostly Whole Foods and we eat mostly Whole Foods, but with that said, I do buy a few packaged things. I love these Artisan Tropic cassava chips. They are AIP. They're really, really good. Heads up, some people on the AIP are sensitive to cassava, so just make sure that you listen to your body and you take note of any kind of reaction that you have. And then I got chips for my family. These are gluten-free, late July, multi-grain sea salt chips. They love to dip these in like a taco soup, like a homemade taco soup. I love to like batch cook a taco soup once a week, and they love to dip these in there. And then I got them this kind too. And the gluten-free bread that I usually buy them is at Costco. We're not going to Costco right now. Did order online some gluten-free sourdough bread that I've heard amazing things about. Bread, seriously. In the meantime, I also got some Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free bread. We love to make homemade paleo muffins, but it really is nice to have just an option right now that's easy, that you don't have to cook, just so you get a break and stay sane. And so I got them some Udis, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free muffins. Do I love all of the ingredients in these? No, but you know what? That's okay. We're staying sane around here. And then I also got them some Udis bagels to kind of change things up too. And again, these are gluten, dairy, nut-free. I also got them some marshmallows for their hot chocolate because it is still cold here. It is in the 30s today. So we used to be like big soda drinkers. We got off soda years ago. I just drink a water now. Sometimes I'll have like a herbal tea, or if I want a treat, I'll drink like a little bit of pineapple juice. My husband and my kids still sometimes love to have like something other than water. And so I got them some organic lemonade just to have like one day with dinner for like a little treat. And then I also got some cans of soup just to have on hand for like quick and easy lunches. These are not AIP. My kids love these flavors, the Amy's organic soups. My son loves the black bean vegetable. My daughter loves the rustic Italian vegetable, and they both love the French country vegetable. Our store's been out of these for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and they finally have them in stock, so I was excited because it's just nice to have them on hand. They are pricey, but they're just nice to have on hand for like right now for like quick and easy meals. Okay, so that's it. That's everything. That's my AIP Paleo gluten-free Whole Foods shopping haul. We still have our meat from Butcher Box in our freezer, and we still have some frozen veggies in our freezer too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and while you're down there, please hit subscribe. I publish new videos every Wednesday. Please know I'm cheering you on. I'm sending you lots of love and support. I know it's hard right now with everything going on, and I hope that you and your family are safe, and I hope that you have a wonderful week.